Today is going to be a very full day of content creation, so I thought that I would take you along and show you what my content creation routine looks like for filming YouTube videos, recording podcasts, and basically how I get it all done. Every week, I would say that I put out a pretty considerable amount of content, though I guess that's relative. There's definitely creators that are publishing more stuff every week than I am, but to give you a sense of what is on the agenda for today, every week I post a YouTube video, and I obviously post to my own personal Instagram. And I'm also trying to keep up with TikTok as well in terms of my personal brand these days. And then in addition to that, I also have my business, which is called Creatorly Media. And over there, we're posting to our Instagram twice daily to the feed, once every day to stories. Plus, we have a weekly podcast that I host that we're publishing, in addition to blog posts and newsletters and weekly YouTube videos. Today, we are going to be working on a video from my main channel and a podcast episode for the Creator Club podcast, which is produced by Creatorly Media. So I'm going to give you a bit of a look into how I do my personal brand content creation and then how I do content creation with my team. I've got all of my Instagram and TikTok stuff scheduled, so we're not going to be diving into that today, but let me know in the comments if you would like a future video about how I do my Instagram content creation and how I batch record all my TikToks and all that kind of stuff, and I can make a whole video about that. But for now, it's time to get into work mode because the first item on the to-do list today is going to be writing the script for the video that I need to film.
It's a big old world, so what did I miss? California girl, Oregon bliss, alright.
So as I'm writing my script this morning, I'm also doing another task in the background, which I had forgotten about. So I need to take some footage off of my memory cards from a video that I shot yesterday. So I am copying over the footage right now. I'm actually really excited to check it out because I just got this new lens for my A6600 that I shoot all my typical videos on. Right now I'm filming on my vlogging camera because of the style of video, but anyway, this is the Sigma 16mm f1.4, and I'm really excited to check out the footage and see what it looks like. It looks great on the small screen, but I want to see it on my computer. I also took a few tests, just like self-timer shots, because before this point, I always just shot all my YouTube videos on kind of like a kit lens. So it's like the Sony 18-105 f4 lens, which is fine, but because it only goes to f4 when it gets dark out super early in the winter like it is right now, then it can kind of get a little bit dark and like grainy. Especially I found a lot of the photos that I was shooting were really grainy. So I'm excited to have a wide angle lens with a nice wide open aperture to use. So we'll check out the footage once it finishes copying over. Lately, really, I've just been in a huge like content making spree because I feel like when it comes to the like social media marketing, like education / tips and tricks kind of niche, I really feel like January is like our version of like Black Friday and the holidays, because really like everybody is thinking about sort of the holidays, family time in November, December, but then in January people start thinking about their businesses and their goals, and then that's when they start looking for videos like mine. So for this January, I really wanted to like go hard and try my best to take advantage of that, because I've found in past years that January into like February and March is always my highest time for views throughout the whole year. So I'm doing a lot of pre-filming right now because I want to post 2 videos a week throughout January just to see how it goes. We'll see if I can keep that up going into February, but I've got one of my videos filmed, actually 2 videos filmed. I'm gonna film the 3rd today, And these are kind of my big, like, I'm thinking of them as like my flagship videos for the beginning of the year because they're all sort of a how to approach X platform in 2022. So I think that they'll get some like good views throughout the year. Anyway, that's just a little peek into my strategy for YouTube content in January. So here's a quick look at my content calendar for January. It looks a little messy because I've got a few different types of like YouTube content here. So you can see that I just repeated on Monday and Wednesday. I'm trying to remind myself to post YouTube stories and community posts once a week because I think in general on social media on each platform, it's good to try to like take advantage of all the different features they have. And I've seen some good engagement on my community posts. So I want to stay consistent with that. Then I'm posting videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I kind of have a balance of like different stuff that I'm going to be talking about. So Friday is kind of all of my really big videos that I was talking about before of like my Instagram strategy for 2022, how to grow a TikTok in 2022, what to know before you start a podcast in 2022. That's what I'm scripting and filming today. Then how I plan and organize my Instagram content. That's going to be another big one. And then I'm going to end out the month with talking about becoming a full-time digital nomad. That's obviously pending us actually being able to leave on our trip at the end of January, which fingers crossed we will be able to do. And then Tuesday is kind of what I'm thinking of as more like low-key videos. I'm trying to take the kind of like one for the algorithm, one for me sort of approach. So these are videos that I'm more like excited about doing. Not that I'm not excited about the Friday ones, but these are kind of more so like vlog style or kind of like just passions of mine. So I'm going to do one on Tuesday about how to set goals, which I think will be a fun like vloggy one for the beginning of the year. Then I do have like a sponsored video on the Tuesday about Instagram trends for the upcoming year. Then I'm going to do a work week in my life video because I think those are fun. And then finally, I want to do like a video essay style that I think is going to be really fun about Instagram's most famous scammers. So stay tuned if you want to see that because I think that'll be a fun new video format for me. So that's kind of the plan for January. Obviously, there's a lot to get done. You can see that the first two here are in progress. I'm going to be scripting this as soon as I finish talking to you all. And then the rest will be all underway, which is fine. I don't have to work 3 weeks in advance. It's just that I want to be able to take some time off over Christmas, and we got a friend visiting the first week of January. So yeah, I'm just trying to plan ahead a little bit to make sure that everything gets done in due time. I've got like a little list here of like videos to film before Christmas. So one last procrastinating update, and then I am going to write my script. I looked at the quality of the video, and I think this lens is awesome. I'm really happy with the bokeh, like the background blur that I'm able to get with it, especially separating myself from my background a little bit. So that's great. I'm definitely going to keep that up. But what I'm realizing I'm not loving is my like two different colors of lights going on here. So obviously I have the natural light coming in, which is very, very cool. And then I just have like a softbox set up, which I've had the softboxes for like 3 or 4 years. No, longer than that, man. I don't know. For a long time. And they have just very, very warm tone lights. So unless the light in the background is also going to match that, I just feel like I look a little bit orange. So anyway, the learning from that is I'm going to keep up with my natural light setup and but still do the same kind of like set that I had. So that's how I'm going to film this next video. But yeah, eventually it might be good to get a light that I can like set the color temperature of. But anyway, also I think there is some banding going on in the background, but I think that's from, I swore I had all my lights turned off that were in the house though. This camera is full of mysteries. I like try everything I feel like and still have varying results. So anyway, script writing time for real now. Okay, I think the script is ready to go. So now it's time to make this look presentable and get this video filmed. It's all about looking in the viewfinder and seeing what we can shift around in the background to make it look a little bit more interesting. And right now, this is not in it at all. So I think I'm gonna go put that in the back with a plant on it, because right now, and I also need to fix up what's on the couch, because you can see that too. I can't believe I just filmed that entire video with my new lens and forgot to change the aperture to f1.4, because the default is f4, because that's my old lens. I really missed an opportunity there. I still think it looked good. It's just like it could have looked better. Anyway, I need to pose for the thumbnail now, and I think I need like my microphone, because I don't know, I need like props or something, and then maybe headphones, you know, something that says this is a video about podcasting. Step in this YouTube content creation process is to get my footage onto my computer, which I'm working on, and I am now going to actually skip ahead a little bit in the sort of workflow of a typical YouTube video and work on the upload and publishing process for a different video. So normally, of course, I would script, film, edit, and then design the thumbnail and get everything ready for upload. But this video here has already been edited and everything, and I had to do it a little bit ahead of time because I had to send it to a brand for approval. But it's been approved. I've got the link to add to my description, and I need to go through and create a little table of contents. So that's what I'm gonna work on now, and Dan's actually in a meeting right now. So I have to wait until I have a little break for recording my podcast later this afternoon. So we'll get around to all that as well. I'm with you. Do you know? Okay, it is podcast recording time, so it's been a big day. I feel like I've had a lot of stuff on the list today, and I've just been like, I don't know, the email, the inbox, the whatever this thing is we do has been popping off today. Lots of stuff, just like trying to wrap it all up for the holidays for a lot of our clients, because like everybody is taking a couple weeks off at the end of the year, and we're trying to like get stuff done before everybody like goes out of office until the new year. And there's a lot of people trying to launch stuff in the new year, so there's just a bit of a rush going on. But we're back in content creation mode after like a short break to do some admin stuff. So I'm going to record the podcast now, and I actually also need to edit the podcast today because I kind of have been procrastinating doing this. I really should have recorded it yesterday, but I wanted to include it in this video, so it means I'm going to have to record and edit on the same day. But it's okay because it's, you know, it can be done. I try to basically require as minimal edits as possible, so I'll just record and like try my darndest not to screw up, and then later when I'm editing it back, I can mostly just like listen to it while I do other things, and then, you know, I'll be like washing the dishes, and then I'll hear myself make a mistake and have to like run over here and pause it so I can like cut it out. Anyway, let's get recording. Also, if you're curious, I use the Rode NT USB microphone, which Rode sent me, which I really appreciate. It's super high quality. I just plug it in, and then I use QuickTime on my Mac to record my audio. And if you're curious about all the stuff that goes into like planning out my podcast, I do have to give a shout out to Shelby from the Creatorly team, because for the past few months now, Shelby has been the one behind the scenes researching, outlining, doing writing and scripting for the podcast, which is such a blessing because it used to take me so long to do it, and Shelby is just really great at like pulling in interesting facts and making it a little bit more than just like from my own experience, which is great. Obviously, as I'm going through, I'll add in my own stuff, but it just makes the whole process so much faster. So I know that's not like accessible to everyone, obviously, as a content creator, but because the Creator Club podcast is like basically a marketing arm of the Creatorly business, it makes sense to have the team wrapped into it, as well as like our YouTube channel and our Instagram and all of that good stuff. Shelby does a lot of the work for that. So pretty much I just have to be the voice doing it, and then I do edit it as well. So The sun is setting on another long day of content creation, which isn't really saying much because the sun does set at like 4:30 p.m. now, but you know, we're persevering. I just finished editing the podcast episode and I'm gonna go and upload it now. So we like publish all of our podcasts through Squarespace, so just gotta quickly log in. Shelby has already set up the kind of template that we use every week for me, so I just need to upload my little exported clip, and then that will be the last task for the day, which is exciting. Hopefully you found this interesting, kind of taking you through my process of scripting, filming, uploading YouTube videos, and recording podcasts, editing them. So let me know if you have any questions about the specifics of any of this, and I could definitely make a more in-depth video. But overall, it's just been nice having you all along as kind of a co-worker with me on this day full of content creation. Also, I know this video is going up on Christmas Eve because that's when Friday is this week. So I hope you'll have a lovely Christmas, holiday season, whatever it is you celebrate. And I will be checking back in with my next video a week from today on Friday, which is actually going to be New Year's Eve because we are hitting it early with the 2022 Instagram strategy tips. I am going to be publishing my yearly Instagram strategy exposed video on the 31st. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you are subscribed because I'm going to be throwing it down in that video and you're not going to want to miss it. In fact, January is going to be full of basically my ultimate guide to each social media platform for the coming new year. So stick around, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. If you watched to this point in the video, you know what, I want to hear from you because you're the real MVP and we're basically besties now. So let me know in the comments if you got to this point in the video. I don't know, introduce yourself. Tell me, I don't know, what your favorite coffee drink is, whatever, so we can get to know each other. Thanks so much for watching this kind of fun, casual video. And as always, I hope that you are having adventures and following your dreams. And I'll see you next week. Bye.